Hi folks, I thought I'd do this video just to share with you. If any of you are suffering like I was, this was my second episode. My first episode happened about 2 years ago. And this was my second episode. I'm reaching my 60s at the end of this year now. So I started getting piles, which I'm like, wow, I've never had issues before. So I was like kind of concerned. So the first time it happened, I, used to apply aloe gel. I applied some of these things you get from the pharmacy because you become desperate. It's quite painful, especially when you go to the loo. It is painful. So I was looking for solutions. Ultimately, that all cleared up, but I couldn't put my finger on what it was that really helped me through that. So this time that it happened, the second time that it happened, I was quite conscious and sort of documenting what would help. I know that fiber plays a big role. I've done quite a bit of research, fiber, but it kind of felt that, taking fiber into your body, this thing is hanging out of your body, and how does the fiber really get to that? And you've got to probably apply something topical. I went on to witch hazel, I went on to aloe vera gel, which helped and soothed it, but it was still kind of giving me kind of a lot of problems. So what I eventually settled on, and it was starting to sort of clear up. The pain was going away, but the actual lesion, the actual pile was still hanging out. And routinely what I do now is, which I didn't do before also, is that when I get into the shower, I make sure I clean that area. It's sometimes it's not comfortable washing and getting right into your butt area by your anus. It doesn't feel that comfortable, I don't know, with myself. But I just made sure that becomes my routine when I shower, so I can clean that area off and make sure no sort of bacteria and that would be able to come onto that area. And then what I started doing was I started having oats. So oats in South Africa, oats, we use jungle oats. It's rolled oats. When it's made, it's like this. Okay, so it's rolled oats. I use a half a cup of oats, dry oats, a little bit of salt, and then 1 cup of water. Put that into, you could cook it on the stove. I know some people don't like using microwaves in that, but I put it into the microwave for 1 minute 50 seconds, and then it doesn't blow over, and then I leave it for a minute or so for it to finish the cooking. Okay, I don't eat it with sugar. I don't eat it with milk. I have it just like this. I have it in the morning, and I have it at night before I go to sleep. So it's the first thing in the morning, and first and the last thing I do when I go and sleep. Now, if people can't eat before they go and sleep, I fully understand that, but I'm just giving you my story. It's an anecdotal story because there's no double-blind studies or anything that's done to prove this. I'm just telling you what I do. During the day, I'll have 3, 4, 5 cups of water or glasses of water, or you could have, part of your beverages that you have to keep normal body hydration. Okay, so what happened with me when I started on this regimen was the pile was still sort of hanging down. The pain had gone away because of my time had passed by, but I was concerned that it would still stay there. So I started on this regimen, and within 3, 4 days, I was busy showering the one morning, and lo and behold, this pile had disappeared. It had gone right back in. It had settled down, or the blood vessels had sorted themselves out. And the biggest thing for me is going forward, I've not been as regular as this before. And when you go to the toilet, it's not firm and it's not loose. It's great consistency. And every morning I go to the loo now. It's now a regular thing. Whereas before I'd skip a day or two and things wouldn't be regular with me. So the oats, the reason why the oats works is because it's got a high fiber content. If you have another natural fiber supplement, you can utilize that. I'm just speaking about what's economical. I think everybody can afford a bag of oats and rolled oats and use that. I don't know whether the breakfast oats, the instant oat things will work. I use this as the cooked oats, the raw oats, and I cook it and work it on that basis. So yeah, if it helps you, really let me know. You can comment about it. I'm not trying to be the be-all and end-all for your pile solution, but this is what has helped me, and it's an incredible process. I don't know if I've mentioned that at the end of this year I'll be 60 now, so your bodies need to get a bit more attention. But it's not only for older folk. I think anybody who's sitting in the loo for too long, a lot of people sit on their phones, and our bodies are not designed to sit so long on a toilet seat, and the areas that's where the piles sort of come in. This is long sitting and poor bowel action with a lot of pressure. So this is my anecdotal solution, and you can give it a try. It's really revolutionized my health. And yeah, I don't like piles. There's two things I don't like. Number one is I don't like vomiting. I hate that with a passion. And the second thing is, next to that is kind of piles. I've only had it twice in my life, but it's uncomfortable and it's just painful. You don't want to go to the loo because you're scared of that pain. And of course, again, I think urinary tract infections is probably number 3. But for now, yeah, this is it. This is oats, and this is what I have. So hopefully this helps you. It's a simple solution. It's affordable. 2 bowls, 1 in the morning, 1 before you go and sleep. Okay, so in the morning is before you have anything. If you're going to have a conventional breakfast, have this oats. Don't take a little bit or don't take more than it. Just use that amount. It basically preps before and the end of the day. Be blessed, and hopefully I help you with some of your pains and your piles as it has helped me. So be blessed and shalom.